This has been my favorite eating protocol that I have ever tried. So if you are looking to stick to high quality foods, but you struggle adhering to a specific diet, I think this might just work for you as well. And I have tried just about anything. If you scroll way back in my channel, you will see that I used to make all of these Franken foods. I spent hours in the kitchen putting together all of these crazy concoctions and tracking everything to the T. Didn't care about the quality of the food as long as I hit my numbers, and that was fine for a single 24-year-old. But as life goes along, I'm really not interested in doing that any longer. And honestly, I'm at the stage where I just don't want to track my food anymore. And it only takes like a minute, 2 minutes a day, but it's just something that's so cumbersome about the whole process. I just don't like it. So I was looking for something simple, easy, and effective that I could stick to, and I finally found it. We got my sous chef in the kitchen today, Alfredo the King. How are you doing today? The people missed you. You doing good? Maybe today you get a Frosty Paw? What do you think? This roasted corn from Trader Joe's, absolute fire. So the first question everyone is going to have is, where is that shirt and those joggers from? Of course, it's from Cuts. You guys can use code Travis to save 15%. I know, it looks great. And then in the crock pot, we have a roast from Trader Joe's. We just put it in there for about 8 hours. What I love about the crock pot is it's for people like me that can't actually cook, and it's truly set and forget. And really, there wouldn't even be cleanup if Megan would let me use the crock pot condoms, the little liners that go in there, but I guess plastic is bad for you nowadays. Either way, still my preferred way to cook. Can you guys see that? So this is really a family-focused eating protocol, because typically what I think happens is for dinner, the family gets together, you just have one big meal. It's really hard to be able to track everything and weigh everything. So I think this is gonna work for a lot of people that have spouses, kids. Alfie couldn't care any less about my video. Here's the part of the protocol that you're going to love, and I highly doubt I made this up, right? I'm sure there have been people doing this for years and years, but I kind of just pieced a few things together from certain eating protocols I liked, and this is what I landed on. So I'm gonna reverse engineer it. So let's start with dinner, and that is, you can have whatever you want within reason, right? That's a big caveat. I do not recommend going to Domino's and ordering a large pizza every night, but for the most part, I think our homes have similar foods, right? Vegetables, carb sources, and maybe even a fattier meat in there. So I got the skirt steak, the corn, and the white rice. If I had to guess, this is around 800 calories. This is a lot of food, but I know it's going to be delicious. And again, I don't want to have to sit here and try to weigh out every single ingredient that's going into a meal for the family. It's just too much. Now, I told you guys that dinner was gonna be an exciting meal and you guys were gonna love it. Other meals, maybe, maybe not, but here's what we're doing for meal prep. So we've got some chicken thighs, and then we've got some onions on this tray with a ton of vegetables over here. Now, if you roast vegetables in the oven, in my opinion, it's like crack. I mean, it's awesome. A little bit of olive oil, salt on there, delicious. So that will be meal prep for the entire week. So here are the nuts and bolts of this eating protocol. For breakfast, lunch, and snacks, you only eat protein, fat, fruits, and vegetables. And what that does is, one, make sure you get adequate amounts of protein, which is the #1 area that people struggle in. So it forces you to eat more protein just because it's more of an elimination style diet in the beginning of the day. It also makes you eat fruits and vegetables, but also it prevents you from snacking, because we all know when we crave something, it's usually something that's processed, a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar, that we probably shouldn't be eating. So if we just get rid of all of that and then be able to enjoy a nice big family dinner, I just find that it's kind of the best of both worlds. So what I'm gonna do is take you through an entire day of how I adhere to this style of eating to give you all some ideas, and maybe it's something you can implement as well. But today is Sunday, and you all know on Sundays, I let myself splurge a little bit, so I'll share that with you as well. It's always fun. Guys, do me a favor, like the video if you like BJ's. Simple enough, right? I don't don't know why, but BJ's is so slept on. We got the margarita pizza, and I always get this barbecue bison burger. So good. And of course, probably the best dessert in the entire world is the Pizookie. So I got the trio, things like a chocolate chip, hey! And we also have the hot fudge sundae. You're gonna get some, I'm gonna be honest. These right here, just works of art. There aren't many things I enjoy more in this world than feeding little Alfredo vanilla ice cream. Anyway, that is not what we do every single day. So now we'll show you what a normal day looks like. Good morning, my friends. If you ever want to know how I wake up so early and train with no caffeine, here's the secret right here: my reds and blues and my greens. I don't know why, but it gives me so much natural energy. It hydrates me immediately. Couldn't recommend this enough. If I had to recommend one supplement stack, I think this would be it. Oh, and if I had to recommend one discount code, it would be code Travis to save 10%. Two peas in a pod. Got a little Griffin hanging out. Little Alfredo looking for some bites. Yes, everybody wanted to see y'all. All right, we got the breakfast of champions right here. 3 whole eggs, got some salt and garlic powder on there, and then a scoop and a half of the Pea Science cupcake protein powder. So delicious. I always save that for dessert, but that is a nice way to start the day. Fat, protein, and then I'll save the carbs for later in the day. All right, guys, it is lunchtime, and I'm gonna be having what you saw earlier with the meal prep. So I've got some chicken and some vegetables, but I'm making a mess. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. What I was trying to say is it wasn't enough food for me, so I'm actually gonna be having 2 of them, which will give me a good amount of vegetables and a fair amount of protein. This is just beautiful. Nice and nutritious, will keep me full, make me feel great throughout the day. And of course, if you need some sweet dessert afterwards, you always have some pineapple. I could OD on this stuff. I love it. Okay, meetings are done for the day. I'm gonna have a little bit of a snack here, and I always tell myself, if an apple doesn't sound good, then I'm probably not that hungry. And it's not that I cut out carbs because I think carbs are bad. The reason I decided to cut out carbs during the day is because what I found is it just led to mindless snacking. So we all know that the snacks that we actually want to eat are going to have carbs in them. So if I really want something sweet, I can have a piece of fruit, but ultimately it's helped me cut down on eating a lot of foods that I shouldn't be, make sure that I'm eating higher quality foods, and then I can have that one meal at night, which is delicious. And ultimately I don't have to be as meticulous about tracking, although I will show you the final macro breakdown at the end of the video, just in case you're curious.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow.
One of my favorite activities is trolling my wife. So everyone tell Megan how amazing of a singer she is. I thought it was beautiful. I got something on my beard. Anyway, we're gonna have one of my favorite dinners of all time, which is just good old pasta. And one of the reasons I love it is because this little boy right here just goes crazy for it. And just in case you needed one more look, one huge bowl of pasta, and it's like delayed gratification when you save something like this for the end of the night. It's just something to look forward to. So sticking to this protocol has really just allowed for more flexibility when it comes to our family meals. Very particular about the way that I eat, so this just makes it easier for everyone. And I would highly encourage you to check it out. I think for me, it's gonna be something I stick to for the foreseeable future, and I think it's very sustainable for a lot of different people. And then of course, I will always want to end the night with a little dessert. So what I've been doing lately is doing a half serving of this Greek yogurt. I find the Fage is the best one in terms of consistency. So I just put in about a half serving just like that. And then of course I'll have 1 more scoop of pea science protein, either 1 to 2 more scoops. Just mix it up like that, make a little bit of a sludge, sweet and delicious. All right, so I'm also gonna have a serving of peanut butter before I go to bed. And if my guesstimates are close, that would leave me at 225 grams of protein, 240 carbs, 65 grams of fat, which is pretty ideal for me. I'd like to be a little bit lower in protein and a little bit higher in fat, but ultimately, if I just stick to those proportions throughout the week, I don't have to track everything, and I'll know I'll still be within a good range to achieve all my fitness goals and also be able to make some good food choices. So that is the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought down below, and I'll talk to y'all next time.